Hi, welcome back to Bedrock Farlands. You can see we've had a little bit of game progression since last I left you. I decided since in the old world we had just been in the early game not long ago, I didn't want to go through all of that again on camera. So I just went ahead and did a lot of grinding off camera and thought I would bring you back and catch you up to where we're at now. So you can see the cliff behind me is the one I jumped off in my excitement when I discovered that my build project had come along with us. So from here you can see I actually had started to build the wall around what will be my dig site. The dig site is going to be from the yellow pillars, like everything within the yellow pillars. And then I'm going to build a wall around it to protect everybody from just falling in. Which will be good. You can see I've got a lot of terraforming to do up through here. I'm really excited. I had just uncovered this cave opening, so I was really excited to bring that with me and have that as our backdrop for the project. Okay, let's go see what else I've done in this world. I already have elytra, which is really nice. I really missed not having one. I think we only made it like a week before Gigi snuck past the dragon and went to the end and secured a bunch of elytras for us. You can see this is where my storage was. You can see that it is all gone. So I really did have to start from scratch, gathering all the resources and everything. Let's go over this way. In the new world, there's this pillager outpost right here. We may decide to do something with at some point. But in the meantime, I'm going to need to protect the spawn points so that I don't constantly have pillagers coming out here trying to get to me. Here I have dug a drop shaft. And you guys will recognize this area down here. So this was my tunnel that used to go over that way into my iron farm at my beach house, under my beach house, which of course that all didn't come with it, but a little bit of the haul came. And then my portal and the ancient city is on the other side of that, just like it was before. But it turns out that the deep dark biome didn't copy over. So right now there's a bunch of hostile mobs spawning in there. So I blocked it off until we decide what to do with that. The other fun thing about when I went to dig this drop shaft here, I got hit with mining fatigue because right over here we have an ocean monument. So yeah, I was digging that drop shaft and got down to, I don't know, probably Y70. Got hit with mining fatigue from these guys and had to call in reinforcements. So Gigi and Dark and Val were nice enough to come to my rescue. They came and explored the monument with me, and I think Gigi ended up taking out the 2 Elder Guardians, and we didn't have a third one in there. What I found was digging out my project here burns through pickaxes. I needed a really good source of XP to mend them all up. So I think I'm going to turn that into a guardian farm for the XP so that I can just fly down there, mend up all my tools, and then just get right back to digging. In the last world, I had inherited a gold farm. And so I was flying over to that every time I needed to mend them all up, which, was kind of a journey. So it'll be nice to have my XP farm right there. I think that's everything I've done on this mountain. Really, I haven't touched it much because I needed to gear back up. I still need to acquire some beacons. I do have all my pickaxes handy, so let's go check out how I got that done. So right over here is the world's tiniest mushroom island ever. So I decided to take that over. I leveled it, and then I built my iron farm here. Iron farm trading hall. Oops, missed. If you guys have been with me with my channel for very long, you'll recognize this is a throwback to my Mine Rock in Season 1 base was a Mayan build inspired. So I decided to go with that theme for this build. Over here we have a tree farming area. So I can plant trees on those blocks in the middle and then farm them, and all the drops get pulled into these hoppers and into this chest here. So makes it nice and easy to farm all the trees. And then because it's a mushroom island, the only thing that spawns here are mushrooms. There's one. So I've been farming those. I also have another wart farm over here, just kind of temporary. Looks like it's ready to be harvested. And then these banners, Dark actually made these banners for me, so I love them. And then in here we have my trading hall, and you can see it's working quite well. I've got all of my 18 Silk Touch pickaxes reacquired. Hi, Future Sunflower here. I realized during editing I forgot to tell you a couple more things about my trading hall. I did zombify and cure all of these villagers, so they have max discounts. In the past, I've always just centered my trading hall around a spawner, but that mechanic doesn't give you max discounts anymore. From spawners and from curing someone near a villager, you get a 5 emerald discount now. But if you zombify and cure a villager or find a zombie villager and cure it, it gives you a 25 emerald discount, at least on the books. It's different for other items, but for the librarians, which is what I care about most, you get the 25 emerald discount only from directly curing the villagers. So let's take a quick look. You do have to be super, super patient to get the level 5 books, like Smite 5. I finally rolled him. He was originally probably 23, got down to 1 emerald for Smite 5. It takes a really long time to get the level 5 books cheap enough that they end up with 1 emerald after curing. But see, I think this was a 26 emerald book, and then after curing it's down to 1. So all of my villagers sell me their books for 1 emerald, even the level 5 guys. Sharpness 5, that's one a lot of people like. So see, like here, sharpness 3 was 35, only came down to 10. But sharpness 5 looks like it was maybe 13, maybe 18, and is down to 1. So just have to be super patient and roll them and roll them and roll them. And the trading helper from Bedrock Tweaks helps a ton with this process. So yeah, here again, efficiency 5. I locked in at 26 emeralds. It's down to 1. I think that's all I wanted to say. Back to your regularly scheduled program. I don't want to talk about why these workstations are wonky. I'm having just a little bit of glitchiness with my farm, which is weird because I've built the same exact farm in like 5 other worlds. Never had any problems with it at all. But this one is constantly breaking like every time I leave the world. And then it works again on the server restart. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but hopefully it'll work itself out. Down here, I've got bamboo and sugarcane, like just little mini farms, and a really good storage area. I've got, so you can see my iron farm works fine. It's just a little glitchy. It's actually currently broken. Anyway, I bone meal the poppies. And then here I've got a smelter. Right now we're smelting up a ton of netherrack because we've been busy mining out the nether hub tunnels. And then here's my trash can. Oh, didn't realize you could see back in there. Anyway, Anyway, if you're wondering how I got all of my villagers here, so I decided for this season I really wanted Savannah themed villagers because the Plains villagers, just the brown gets old and monotonous. So I like the red colorful. That's why I've got all these red beds to match the villagers. So what I did was there's a Savannah village about 3,000 blocks that way. I recruited a couple of guys to come help me. And then over here, there's another ocean monument. I've had to be careful to go around. Over here, we have a little island that is a savanna biome. So I built a villager breeder here. Very, very manual. So, like, I've got 2 farmer guys in here collecting food, making babies. Once the babies come, I trap them in boats and I take them out the wall this way and back over to, oh, they're making babies. Don't really need more babies. Had a little sheep farm. These were red sheep. That's how I got all of my beds. And then now they're gray sheep because I used gray carpet on my build over there. I'm also running the bookstore again. So yeah, let's go over to spawn and I'll show you what we're doing over there. So run through here. Okay. So you can see we're at Y7. I have very strong opinions that nether hubs should be built low in the world because it incentivizes everybody to help dig it out so that they can look for ancient debris early game. I also like that it's very, very safe down here. You're not constantly worrying about falling into the lava lakes. So I had strong opinions this season and everybody kind of went along with it, which I was really happy about. Some people didn't care. Some people thought it should be higher. But in the end, we ran with this. That's Val's base. So this way is 0, 0.
Squirrel moments with sunflower.
I also found my way up to the surface and worked my way back to spawn. And I actually built this little area. You guys will be so proud of me because you know I'm a big chicken when it comes to the nether. But I worked my way over and ended up on that ledge there. And then used gravel to drop down and bridged out over here. I didn't even die one time. I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, so now if anybody's in the open nether and needing to get back to the hub tunnels, we have an access point here. Straight into the hub. Oh, I bet it's going to be dark. I think it was getting late in the day. Just barely. Okay, so we'll see that when we come back, but my little pop-up shop is over here. You'll recognize it as my pop-up shop from the last world. I decided to rebuild the same thing over here because it worked so well. But anyway, I'm selling all the different books. I'm selling tools and armor and bows and weapons. Providing anvils for people. So that was fun to bring that over. There are some other cool things going on in the shopping district. Dark Knight Fury built our spawn portal build. Oh, she added stairs. I don't think I had seen that. So yeah, it's awesome. And then back this way, we of course have our spawn, which you guys all saw in the first episode. Our wonderful spawn starter shack and Grumpy's tree from the old world. And then Grumpy added this pond here with an axolotl. That's so fun. So yeah, orange shape. Pretty sure those don't spawn naturally. And then I'll take you to see the other thing I've been working on. So Dark and Gigi and I think one other person found a fortress pretty early. I don't know, week 1. Maybe it was just last week. And so they had dug a tunnel. I have since expanded the tunnel so we can actually fly all the way out here. Yeah, so from here out to 750, negative 750. Oops. As I fly into a wall. Okay. And then I think it's about 250 this way. Yeah, here we go. So I dug out this whole tunnel and Dark showed me the back way in to the fortress. And she had carved out this like safe room here. So she brought me over and showed me how she got in, which was back this way. So there's like this whole spiral staircase and it goes out across the open nether a little bit to where they tunneled. And so then they came up here. Right there, we've got a blaze spawner and the blaze drop into this space here. It's not highly efficient, but it works. And then this safe room. And so then I bridged out over here a little bit and dug this drop shaft and then dug the tunnels so we have direct, easy access in here. And then over here, I added glass to all these hallways so that every time the withers spawn, the wither skellies spawn, they're trapped in glass. And so we can just run up and down these hallways. Let's see, we'll go this way. I have 27 wither skulls because I am very serious about winning the beacons. Up these stairs, there's 2 more spawn spots. So you have that whole long hallway and then come over here. And you've got hallway that way and hallway this way. So this is pretty... Oh, you know, I forgot to put my gold helmet on. Aside from the occasional piglins that spawn randomly, like all of the structure spawns are trapped. We do still have to watch out for piglins and hoglins because we're in a crimson biome, so they spawn wherever they want. So you still got to keep your eye open for that. See, there's more wither skellies. And if you go up these stairs, there's 3 more spawn spots up here. So basically, I just ran around this fortress for hours doing the circle. So down this hall, up the stairs, and then across, back down this hall, down that hall, up the stairs, and back. Makes a nice little circuit. Oh, yep, see, I forgot. I'm sorry. Forgot my helmet. Anyway, has worked out really well. So I have all the wither skulls I need. I think Dark and I are going to go do some more warden wither fights soon so that I can actually get my beacons up and running. Which I think... See, no, I need to do the guardian farm and I need to get the beacons. And then I will be ready to dig on my mountain again, which I am really excited about. Excuse me. Hi. I was trying to do an outro. Bye-bye. Oh, before we go, I have one more big announcement. If you enjoy my live streams, I am actually going to be switching over and streaming from Twitch. I think I'll probably do one more on YouTube just to make sure I get all of my audience notified before I actually make the move. So one more live stream on YouTube, and then after that I'm going to switch over to Twitch. So if you aren't already following me on Twitch, make sure and hit that link in the description and follow me there so you're notified when I do my first stream over there. I'm super excited. And I think that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel and click the bell to be notified when the next video comes out. Thanks, bye-bye.